to the Throttle Report. Today, we're going to take a little drive up the California coast from Thousand Oaks to Santa Barbara.
We're going to take some sports cars up a canyon and go have some fun.
And then we're going to take some bikes out and show you a rad place to ride.
So today we're up here in a Mustang GT350R, which is what year?
It's 2016, and yeah, it's got 526 horsepower, just all sorts of fun, built for the track. It's not really built for that, straight line speed. It's more built for the slalom times. And as people know, the GT350R definitely hugs the corners and has that great fun. Revs out about, what, 8,500 RPM?
8,000.
8,000. So,
and it sounds fantastic when it's doing it. I really don't like Mustangs, but this one's pretty cool. The rocks are going everywhere. Because we own a Porsche.
He's in a Porsche, yeah.
This is a race car.
Right up the street, 45 minutes to an hour depending on what time of day you leave.
Depending on how many cyclists are on the road.
Yeah, that too. Always watch out for cyclists because I know they got the right of way sometimes when they're going up the hills and down the hills. So just be wary when you're going up and down. But when you do get up here, it's definitely worth the views. I can say they're $1 million views for sure.
No body roll.
That's that magnetic dampers.
Z06 is completely unnecessary.
Yeah, it's just raw power. This is that's like more sophisticated power, The Porsches.
Like I said, there's something that's fun about the
Yeah,
craziness.
Like, it's almost like as well as the C63. Just brute power. I think that'll be a good spot. I think that's definitely a good spot.
guys, I kind of lost you back there, but I think it's about time we get on the bikes. What do you say?
Going backwards, by the way.
Oh, well then go the other way.
So there's something that's been eating at me all day.
What's that, Jared?
The RPM one.
What about it?
8,250.
Oh my gosh, we're splitting hairs now.
8,500, 8,000.
Right through the middle.
We were close.
All right, but before we talk about this car, I want to talk about that ride.
Let's do it.
So where exactly was that riding spot again?
So it was over by East Camino Cielo, up Divide Peak Road. So it was about what? How long's the trail?
12.5 miles long. It's a down and back trail.
Down and back trail. So riding typically intermediate to advanced over there.
When did you guys first find that track?
I'm gonna say at least over 10 years ago.
2009.
What did you think about it? Do you like it? Did you have fun? Did you think it was a pain in the ass?
I mean,
initially it was awesome. I mean, you could flow, you could get speed through it.
Well, I'm talking about like right now.
Right now, it's a little more technical than it used to be.
yeah, unfortunately it has seen some better days, just put it that way. So I would say it's okay.
Just okay.
Yeah, but I know you had fun out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I personally loved it. I think it's a good training track because the traction isn't there. So you're fighting for traction everywhere. You never really kind of get into a rhythm. Or I guess you get into a rhythm, but you're never flowing, like, because you're always on your toes.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so like it's a good training track.
You can't beat the view though.
Oh yeah, no.
Ocean views the whole time.
Yeah.
Mountains. I mean, you know.
That's what. Next time we're gonna actually have to go to the top of the world.
Yes.
Which I've never been there, so I'm.
Oh, make
excited.
it to the end.
Yeah. To the end.
Oh yeah, we'll do it.
The end. Get there in about 30 minutes if you're on the gas like this guy.
We're gonna get there quick.
Yeah.
Hey TR, we pop the hood. So, like you were saying earlier, this car is developed for the track.
That's exactly right.
But they didn't go with a dual clutch transmission.
No, they didn't.
I find that interesting because like companies like Porsche, you know, they've got their PDK transmission, and in cars like the GT3 RS and the 2 RS, they only run the PDK in it now because a standard manual transmission is too slow.
I agree.
So I find it interesting that Ford actually went with the TR3160 Tremec transmission over like a PDK style transmission. It's weird. Like, especially if it's a track car, like why not? Why wouldn't they go with the faster transmission?
I think it's that whole feeling like you're one with the car, you can actually, you know, bang through that manual gearbox. I know there's six speed and you definitely feel more connected with the car, I would say. Like,
I get that, and like Porsche again with the 911, they've got the 911. Was it the T? I think, I believe it's like it's supposed to be their. I think it's like the GT3 minus the wing and with a manual transmission. It's supposed to be the driver's car, but it's a driver's car, not a track car. So that's why I find it weird that Ford built a track car and didn't put the fastest transmission in it.
Maybe it had to do with they just couldn't figure it out. You know, maybe you're right. Maybe they just couldn't figure it out, and you know, hopefully, like we were talking about earlier, the GT500 comes out with that. You know.
Yeah, I guess the future will show us if they get it right.
Yeah. Right.
All right.
So in the front, you've got 15.6-inch rotors with a 6-piston caliper. In the rear, 15-inch rotors with a 4-piston caliper. The wheels on this GT350R are carbon fiber. It's an $18,000 option, and it's only available on the GT350R. It takes 60 pounds off each wheel.
False.
Which enhances the handling, the braking, the acceleration, everything about the car. The Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires give it incredible traction. When we rode this car up in Santa Barbara, or drove it rather, it literally was on rails. You could not get it to wiggle. It did not move. It was solid. The sensation of that is just incredible.
All right, so we know these tires are super sticky, but how do they feel? Like, how does it make the car react? How does it feel on the road?
Well, basically, it gives you that sensation like you're playing it on the road. Anytime you feel like you're turning to the wheel, it definitely gives you that feeling of, you know, that secure feeling when you're going around corners, you know. From the chassis to the electronic steering wheel, I definitely feel like it gives you that overall feeling like you're totally in control. You know where the car's at all times, especially no matter how fast you're coming into
and then that's another point, the electronic steering. Did they get it right? I know a lot of car companies, like Japanese car companies, namely, don't get it right. You can't feel the front end. And then other companies, obviously Porsche, again, I always go back to, I love it, obviously. But, you know, they got it right. Did Ford get it right?
I would say Ford definitely got it right at this one because, like I said, you have 3 different steering wheel modes that allows you to go through. It gives you even that like tighter feeling when you are having those track days. But, you know, if you're doing that leisurely driving, it definitely lets you have, you know, that leisure opportunity.
Yeah, and then TR, you rode in both the cars that we took up there. Can you compare them, or are they just two completely different animals?
Two completely different beasts.
Okay.
This one, power, you know, manual gearbox, just, you know, it's a V8 and it's American. Porsche, you know, that Boxer 6 engine is just, you know, revs out higher. It's just more finesse.
Yeah,
I had a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a great time.
I mean, it was incredible. Beautiful weekend. Santa Barbara, the top of the world, and one of the most incredible places, I think. Best views.
Yeah,
oh, you can't beat it.
Good food. There's some good riding. Definitely can ride your road bikes up there too. So, as you'll see,
a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Incredible weekend for the Throttle Report.
Yep.